This is Pivot Point, Strategy for Change. We all have a moment when everything changes. After more than 30 years as a clinician, I've noticed something very meaningful. Every person makes meaningful change in their lives, and it starts with a single decision, a pivot point. It might be deciding to leave a job that's crushing their spirit. It might be walking away from a relationship that's no longer working, addressing addiction, or coming to terms with a diagnosis, whether it's diabetes that requires daily attention or something terminal that changes how you see your remaining time. What fascinates me isn't the struggle itself, it's the exact moment when something clicks inside. That moment when you think, I'm not going to live like this any longer. It usually doesn't come out of nowhere. Something triggers it. Maybe it's anger, exhaustion, grief. Sometimes it's just quieter, just the slow realization that you can't keep doing this. That emotional jolt wakes something up. You start seeing things differently. You begin thinking new thoughts. And then sometimes suddenly, sometimes gradually, you make a choice. That choice is where transformation actually begins. Not when other people can see the change. This podcast is about uncovering that moment. I help people tell their story of their own pivot, not the glossy after picture, but the real turning point, when emotion, thought, and intention all lined up and made a new path possible. I've spent my career listening how to listen deeply. I ask questions that get beneath the surface. I help people see patterns they might have missed. I create space for insights to emerge naturally. I'm not here as a therapist or counselor or clinician trying to fix anything. I am here as a guide, helping each person discover and articulate their own story. Here's what I've learned. Most people don't realize how powerful their pivot was. They know their life changed. They see the outcome and the transformation, but they often miss the internal sequence, the specific thoughts, feelings, and realizations that made change possible. By bringing those moments into focus, we can understand how transformation actually works. This can also be of great use to listeners and those looking to make major changes in their lives. This podcast is for anyone standing at their own crossroads, whether you're considering a major change or you've already made one. These stories offer clarity, inspiration, and proof that change is possible. Because once you understand how pivots happen, you can recognize your own when it arrives. I'm Nik Michael. This is Pivot Point, Strategy for Change. If any of you have an interest in sharing a pivot point moment in your lives, find me at pivotpointnikmichael.com. I leave you with one question. What's your pivot point?